Hello friends, today we are going to do the exercise of class 6, chapter number 13, India, Earth, Surface, Climate, Vegetation and Wildlife. The first question is choose the correct alternative. Okay, so directly you can copy down the answers. I have circled these answers. Okay. This lessons exercise is very big. Okay, so the next page is filling the blanks. Question number 3 is put the tick mark true or false. Okay, I have marked here. Next page number 71 also. Then page number 72 is match the pair correctly. Okay, there are 3 match the pair are there. Page number 73 also there is a one match the column. Then question number 5 is answer the following questions in 1 or 2 sentences. The first question is which rivers have formed a plain to the earth of Himalayas? The plain to the south of Himalayas is formed by river Ganga, Satluj, Yamuna, Brahmaputra and their tributaries. Second question is what is the north south length and the east west breadth of India? The north south length of India is about 3,240 kilometers and the east west breadth is about 2,933 kilometers. Third question is how much is the total area of India? The total area of India is about 32.8 lakh square kilometers. Fourth question is what are the diversities of physiography seen in India? Diversities of India is mountain, plateaus, plain, desert, sea coast, coastal plains, etc. Okay, the fifth question is which is the highest mountain peak of the world? Where is it located? The highest mountain peak of the world is Mount Everest. It is located in the Greater Himalaya or Himadri mountain range, that is Mount Everest mountain peak is in Nepal. The sixth question is which is a densely populated region of India? The flatland and the fertile plain of rivers in the north is the densely populated region of India. Seventh question is why is population so dense in the northern plain? The northern plain is a flat land and there is also high agriculture production here. So the population is very dense here. Eighth question is next page 74. Which passes are situated in the Deccan Plateau? The Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats are situated to the east and to the west of the Deccan Plateau respectively. Ninth question is abundant minerals are available in the Deccan Plateau. Why? The Deccan Plateau is composed of volcanic lava, hence abundant minerals are available there. 10th question is which rivers of South India have been formed fertile delta region? The rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, etc. of the South India have formed fertile delta regions. 11th one is which river have formed the vast delta region called Sundarban? The rivers Brahmaputra and Ganga have formed the vast delta region called Sundarban. The next is climate. The first question is what is meant by weather? The daily changes occurring in the atmosphere is called weather. Second question is what is meant by climate? Climate is average weather condition of any place for about 30 years. Third question is when is it winter season in India? The winter season in India is from the December to February. Fourth question is when is it summer season in India? Summer season in India is from March to May. Fifth question is when it is monsoon season in India? Monsoon season in India is from June to September. Sixth question is which winds bring rain to India? The seasonal winds coming from the Nairuti southwest direction bring rain to India. The next page 75 for seventh question is why is the amount of mineral less in Gujarat? As Gujarat does not have high mountains which abstract humid winds, the amount of rainfall is less here. Eighth question is why is the monsoon considered to be the most important season in India? Most of the agriculture in India depends on rains. About 80% of rain in India is received during the monsoon season. So the monsoon season is considered to be the most important season in India. Ninth one is why do retreating monsoon winds not give rain? Retreating monsoon winds blow from the Ishan northeast direction from the land to the sea, so they are dry and do not give any rain. 10th question is why is the Indian climate called monsoon climate? There is a distinct seasonal diversity in India climate. That is why the Indian climate is called monsoon seasonal climate. Then next one is vegetation. The first question is on the basis of which factors is vegetation classified? Vegetation is classified on the basis of two factors, that is climate and amount of rainfall. Second question is why can sun rays not reach the land surface in the tropical rain forest? The trees in the tropical rain forest are dense and have a large canopy, so sun rays cannot reach the land surface. Third one is which are the major trees of tropical rainforest in India? The major trees of tropical rainforest in India are mahogany, rosewood, cane, etc. Fourth one is which is the main characteristics of tropical deciduous forest? The main characteristics of tropical deciduous forest is that the trees shed their leaves for 6 to 8 weeks during the autumn season. Next page 76. Fifth one is by which name are the tropical deciduous forests are known? The tropical deciduous forests are known as the monsoon forest. Sixth one is where are the dry and scrub forest found in India? There are dry and scrub forests are found in India in Rajasthan, Haryana, eastern slope of Western Ghats and in Gujarat. Seventh one is which are the trees of coniferous forest? Trees like shade, deodar, pine, etc. are the trees of coniferous forest. Eighth one is which trees are found in the mangrove forest? The mangrove forests are located in the Ganga and Brahmaputra Delta region as well as in the coastal area of Gujarat and in Andaman and Nicobar Island. Next one is wildlife. The first question is to which place in Gujarat do migratory birds come? The migratory birds visit Nal Sarovar, Khijida, Dhol, Chiridan, Kutch in Gujarat. Second one is where is the Gudkar wild ash found in Gujarat? The Gudkar is found in the dry region of Kutch, Surendranagar and Patna in Gujarat. The third one is where are the Asiatic lions found in Gujarat? The Asiatic lions are found only in the Gir forest of Gujarat in India. Then fourth one is on the seashores of which state of India do the sea turtles came to lay eggs? The sea turtles come to the sea horses of Gujarat and Odisha to lay eggs. Fifth one is who forms a sanctuary? The respective state government forms a sanctuary. Sixth one is how is a national park formed? The national park is formed by the collaboration of state and the central government. Then seventh one is how is a reserve zone formed? A bioreserve zone is formed according to the international criteria. Eighth question is where is the bioreserve zone situated in Gujarat? The bioreserve zone is in Gujarat is situated in the Rann of Kutch. Rann of Kutch in Gujarat was declared as a bioreserve zone in 2008 for the protection of its strategic location. The ninth one is the state sanctuaries of Gujarat. The state sanctuaries of Gujarat are Balram Sanctuary and Nal Sarovar Bird Sanctuary. 10th one is state and national parks of Gujarat. The national parks of Gujarat are Gir National Park and the Velavadar National Park. Then sixth question is explain the following terms. Natural vegetation. The natural vegetation which grows naturally without the help of man is called natural vegetation. Second one is wildlife. Animal living dependently in nature without depending on human beings are called wildlife. Third one is sanctuary. The area created for the protection and the breeding of wildlife that is at a risk of extinction is called the sanctuary. Fourth one is national park, an area protected for the preservation of natural vegetation, wildlife, natural beautiful places and important national sites is known as a national park. Seventh question is answer the following questions. Okay, the earth surface. The first one is give information about the Himalayan mountain range. There are 3 mountain ranges parallel to east-west on the northern boundary of India. This is called the Himalayan mountain range. This range is divided into 3 parts. First, when the northernmost mountain range in the Greater Himalayas or Himadri, the highest mountain peak is Mount Everest is located in the range. Second point is to the south of this range are Central Himalayas or Himachal mountain range, mainly beautiful and scenic places. Some places of these pilgrimages are located here. The third point is Shivalik or Lesser Himalayas mountain range, less to the south of Central Himalayas. Second question is give the information about the archaeologies of India. India has two main archaeologies. The first one is Lakshadweep Island and second one is Andaman Nicobar Island. Lakshadweep Island are located near the west coast of Kerala in Arabian Sea. These are form of corals deposit. Andaman and Nicobar Island is situated in the southwest part of Bay of Bengal. These islands are bigger than Lakshadweep Island and are more in number and spread over a vast areas. Next is climate. First question, give information about the summer season of India. Summer in India prevails from the March to May. At this time the sun rays fall vertically over India, so the temperature remains high. The temperature remains comparatively low near the coastal region than in the continental part of the country. The summer in most of India is hot and dry. Dry and hot winds blowing during the noon time are called Loo. The heat is experienced more in the northern part of Gujarat and the western part of Rajasthan during the summer. During summer, days are longer compared to winter. Second question is give the information about the retreating monsoon winds season of India. The season of retreating monsoon winds in India prevails between the October November. During this season, the winds blow from the Ishan direction towards land area. Hence, these winds are dry. As a result, they do not shower any rain. The sky is clear without any cloud. During this season, the retreating monsoon winds absorb the moisture. While passing over the Bay of Bengal, these winds give rain on the eastern coast of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. This is considered to be the main rainy season of Tamil Nadu. Third question is give information about the autumn season of India. The season during which trees shed their leaves in known as the autumn season. The trees in our area shed all their leaves during the Maha and Fagun month. So this period is known as the autumn season. The trees in tropical rainforest shed all their trees during autumn. So these forests are also known as the Kharum forest. Pine, shal, bamboo, mudo, neem, etc. are the main trees here. Okay, the next is vegetation. The first question is give information about the mountain. The mountain forests are the forest on the mountain. The trees of this forest are grown at the different heights, have various and special shapes. Vegetation grows up to a height between 1500 meters to 2500 meters above the sea level, is in conical vegetation here, conical shape and has long and pointed leaves. The vegetation here is known as conical vegetation. The major trees here are cedar, deodars and pine. The second question is give information about the mangrove forest. The mangrove, that is tidal forest, develop in the brackish saline water of the sea. These are located in the West Bengal, Gujarat and shores of the Andaman Nicobar Island. The Sundarban in the delta region of Ganga is a mangrove forest. The mangrove forests are found on a small scale in the massive region of the coastal Gujarat. Shade trees are also found here, and local people use this wood as a fire. The third question is write the four environmental advantages of forest. The environmental advantages of forest are under is first is the absorb the harmful gases like carbon dioxide and give the life-saving oxygen. Thus they keep the environmental pure. Second point is the forest keep the atmosphere cool and help bring rain. Third point is forests prevent soil erosion by wind and rainfalls. Fourth point is they provide a natural shelters and wildlife. Fifth point is forests conserve the humidity and maintain the groundwater. Sixth point is they prevent advancing desert and protect the fertile land. Fourth question is write the four economic benefits of forest. The economic benefits of forest are as under. First point is wood is the main product of the forest. Forest provides strong and durable timber wood like pine, share, sesame. Second point is the wood of the kher is used as a firewood. Third point is various vegetation of the forest are useful as a medicinal plant, herbs. Fourth point is wood of some trees is used as a raw materials for the some industries. Fifth point is forests are useful for animals grazing. Forest vegetation supplies grass also. Sixth point is forests provide products like resin, gum, honey, turpentine, etc. Okay. Seventh point is various fruits are also available from forest. Now here the first one is wildlife. What is meant by sanctuary? The area declared as a safe for the protection and breeding of wild animals which face the risk of extinction is called a sanctuary. The sanctuary is formed by respective state government after getting the permission from proper authorities. Domesticated animals can gaze here. The Balram Sanctuary, the Nal Sarovar Bird Sanctuary are the sanctuaries of Gujarat. Second one is what is meant by the national park? The area protected for the preservation of natural vegetation, wildlife, natural beautiful places, and the important national sites is known as a national park. It is formed by the collaboration of state and the central government. There is a complete ban on grazing domesticated animals. Gir National Park and the Velavadar National Park are famous national parks in Gujarat. Fifth, then next one is this is third question. Okay, what is meant by bio reserve zone? I have directly captured this. Okay, answer: the bioreserve zone are formed according to the international criteria standard. Its main aim to protect the physiographical and the cultural diversities of the region. There is a complete ban on all human external activities. A partial region of Run of Kutch and the Nilgiri region are the bioreserve zones of India. Next question is fourth one. Give explanation of migratory birds. Migratory birds means wandering birds. During the winter, many foreign birds from distant colder regions come to the reservoirs and wet land area of our country. When the winter is over, these birds return to their native places. These birds are known as a migratory birds. These are also known as a tourist birds. Eighth one is answer the following questions or surface. Give the information about a Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau is situated to the north plain. Some part of its area are quite high, while some have less height. The Aravalli mountain range lies to its northwest. Vindhyachal and Satpura mountain ranges are situated to its southeast. Just continue is answer continuity. Okay? The rivers Narmada and the Tapi, which originated from these mountain ranges, flow westwards and meet the Arabian Sea. The Eastern Ghats lies to the west and the Western Ghats to the west. The Eastern Ghat lies to the east and the Western Ghats lies Ghats to the west. The Deccan Plateau. The Western Ghats are continuous while the Eastern Ghats are intermittent. This plateau is composed of volcanic lava, so the abundant minerals are available in this plateau. Next is climate. First one, the give information about the winter season of India. Winter in India prevails from December to February. At this time, the sun rays over India are diagonal. Hence, the temperature region low. There is a snowfall occasionally in the Himalayas during the winter. The cold and heavy air rushes towards the northern plains. The south cold waves sweeps over the northern India as well as over the Rajasthan and Gujarat. As a result, temperature decreases suddenly. The hence northern region in Gujarat feels more cold during the winter. Days are shorter in winter and the nights are longer. Next is vegetation. Study types of forest and explain the two types. Based on climate variation in rainfall, these are mainly 5 types of forest. Tropical rainforest. Okay, you have to explain only 2 types. First one is tropical rainforest. This forest is situated in the region that receives more than 200 centimeters of rain. The trees of this forest are very dense and have a large canopy, so sunrays cannot reach to the surface ground. Autumn does not occur simultaneously in this forest, so they are evergreen throughout the years. In India, these forests are found as a strip on the slope of the Western Ghats near the coast in Andaman and Nicobar Island, and in some parts of northeast India. The mango, ebony, rosewood, canny, rubber, etc. are the main trees here. The second is dry and scrub. You can write any two. Okay, so I have written this forest. These forests are found in the region that received less than 70 centimeters of rain. The trees are thorny here. These forests are found in Rajasthan, Haryana, eastern slopes of Western Ghats, and in the Gujarat, cactus, kher, khijadu, eksa, jujube, etc. are the main trees here. Okay, the next page is given the map. It is given a map, so you can directly up and down here. Okay, So finally the chapter is over here. So please, if you like this video, like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.